I'm not sure I'm completely over it, but I am more or less getting over it, I think. Still have like occasional problems like giving up words and whatnot, but it's better than what it was. Uh, okay, I guess I'll tell you the upcoming stream possibly. Right now, it's hard for me to on the I'm on the app. Uh, they've got a thing on the last pope, and I gotta. I've heard this before. Um, uh, they're trying to. The thing about it is, they've there's like some prophecy. I got it recording now. I'm watching it too. Uh, but there was someone for like 800 years. Uh, I'll hopefully remember more, but if I remember it, he went into a trance or something like that, and he gave every Vatican Catholic Pope gave every one of them up to a certain number, and the Vatican is on the last Pope, and he's been right for 2,000 years or something like that. Well, 800 years, maybe. I don't. I'm hopefully I'll have a better understanding after. See, and I was under the assumption that he called him out by name, but no, it really he hasn't. He's been calling him out, kind of like Nostradamus. He was calling him out like based on things that like Pope of the Moon, I think is what they called him, and that was the So I'll hopefully I'll have more on that. But that's just it's some weird shit, especially with what's been going on. Um, and who knows? I don't know. It just that's really got me. And then let's call that. Anyways, anyways, yeah, that's really got me freaked out. Anyways, let's call. If you don't mind, please, uh, please basically write your congressman, have them make legalized suicide law of the land, make it, good everywhere. Um, I, it's a long story. I'll go into it more on occasion, but please, 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 let's get going on that. And then the other one is to write your congressman. I don't know if this one's still valid, but uh, the the own the maybe pass some. Yeah, do the for the for just uh, hang on, I gotta get these measured up. But 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 I don't know if it really does any good now. 'Cause I think they've given up. They were supposed to have. Oh shit! I went three. But the Jesus Christ! I'm clearly not completely over it. Uh, I'm getting better though. But yeah, the um, hang the Senate was going to pass this bill, and I've talked about this before. Uh, they passed part of it, but they did not pass all of it. And I don't know if it'll do any good to keep. By all means, please keep it up because if we can get enough people like telling them, we want this, they might they might pass it. But we didn't get they didn't we didn't get it put into law to but yeah, get that passed. The But I but the other thing I would ask you to do would be to, in addition to that, to basically pass, basically ask for or demand that you want what it to be, you want the JFK files to be completely released. Uh, I don't know what to tell you. That's something we should get. It's something we should want to get, and I don't know. But that's the big announcement. Okay, now that thing that they're gonna tie this in with is the Fatima uh, prophecy. They'll, but that's the big thing. Basically ask for, basically ask for the amendment, the full amendment, be passed. Because originally it sounded like Schumer was like she he came out, and so did the co-sponsor of it uh, from the Senate, bipartisan support. Uh, Basically, he came out, and then later his co-sponsor came out. So it was like it was this perfect fucking thing, and the the yeah, so they announced just no big deal. We still get it passed in like 25 years, and all this. And I think that 10 panel again. This is not perfect. This is not ideal, but again, I would at this point I would definitely take a half a loaf compared to a before a nothing loaf. And it seems like the special interests have won. If you want, if there's nothing to it, if there's absolutely nothing to it, then it should be no big deal. You just fucking release it. Hey, no problem. You guys have all been like seeing fucking crazy shit, and there's no need to fucking hide anything anymore. Uh, they're not going to have any disclosure. They're not going to have any accountability for the people that have been breaking the law. Um, and I know the road to hell, it's paved with, bad intentions, but um, so I just don't know that. I just don't know. I reached out on Twitter again, no, not Twitter, but Threads on my it's my personal account, but I reached out Taylor Swift because I kind of reached out to her, and I don't. There isn't really an account for her, and there's one with a check mark, and it's like her person. It might be hers. It might be a fan. I don't know. I kind of told him I go I don't know if this is something where, but it's got the check mark. But I said in there, I go, I really don't know if she's gonna see this or whatever. But but uh, but I asked her to fucking weigh in, because she's been doing really good. Uh, all hats off to all bow to the Swifty. But I told her, I go, because there was a thing on the news this morning. It was um, but I pulled out on. Oh man, I gotta. But with her, I go, you've done such a good job getting people to register to vote and whatnot. But I told her, if you and people around you don't do the next step, because it gave these three or four things that they said that they would, and the first one was that God, I can't remember completely. They were saying like, oh, I know what it was. They were saying they were disappointed in Biden for, it didn't say they were going to vote for, Trump, although that could be the next one. But hang on. And like, and I told her, I go, well, hopefully. I told her, most of the people that are upset at him for not getting enough done on, it wasn't him. It wasn't him at all. I mean, I mean, he did what he could, and because the Democrats control one branch of government, and I go, he did what he could. He passed it through executive order, through executive action, and the Republicans fought him in court. This isn't his fault. And I go, I think if they have they take an honest look at the subject, that pretty much everything they will find is, he might have done everything, but again, if he could have done everything, great. But time after time, it was Republicans that went to court. And that's the end of it, until, as long as you've got those Democrats in the minority in one house, and they've got all those Republican judges. They were talking about Oh God, it was the Supreme Court. The but I'm definitely better, but I'm still not feeling it. I mean, I got weak. I think it was Friday. I got weak as shit. My hands couldn't open some of my pop bottles. Um, but yeah, it just kind of gives me a kind of bums me out. It really does. But yeah, I just those are your call to actions. They passed that one, but they didn't do a complete job. But I was given it like some time because and again maybe because nobody has really firmly said what is going to get passed or not. But originally I'm like, well, let's wait. Let's keep this in mind. And it seems to be like still haven't really been anyone for sure. The only one that's speaking out that much is that David Grutch is one of the guys that just gung ho about this thing, and he says he's still going to have this advertisement come out. Uh, so it sounds like they're not passing it, or he'd be gung ho for it, So I don't know, but I'm gonna let everybody go. Just wish me the best.